Okay, so what does a TXM Lean project look like in practice? What actually happens during the first few days and as the project progresses? Welcome to this TXM Lean Minute. My name is Lester Troughton, and with me is Senior Lean Consultant Lee Candy. So Lee, just go through what the practical steps are and what happens in the first few days and so on.
Yeah, hi Lester. So the first thing is, it's not about meetings, because we are advocates of having meetings, but efficient meetings. We don't like wasting time, me particularly as well. So we would have a kick-off session with some key leaders and key people in a team. So previously you would have created a team, a project team that's going to guide this project forward. And that would be the kickstart meeting. This is about discussing quickly what we need to do, what the objectives are, and also maybe a lean overview. And when we say a lean overview, we mean a lean overview. This isn't about spending hours and hours on training. This is about just quickly aligning ourselves and then just getting out there. So this is typically a short practical workshop. And then in the afternoon, we would go straight into what's called value stream mapping. This is about walking the business, looking at data, walking the process, asking questions, discussing things with people in the process, and really starting to map things, map opportunities, map issues, get the data down and observations down on paper. When I say on paper, we mean on the wall with Post-its, and the team come together to make it a more engaging session. At the end of that day, I would create a summary report to say, this is what we did. Often this is why we did it as well, to help reinforce that thinking of coaching and training. And then the next steps. So initially, this activity will probably be once a week or once every 2 weeks, depending on the speed and the availability of the team. And we would continue mapping until we finished. And at that stage, it's all about then creating the action plan. The action plan is a chance for us to then coach the implementation of what's happening. And the visits could vary between once every 2 weeks to maybe once a month, again, depending on the business's need and availability. So the real answer is, if you want to change fast and you've got the resource to do that, we can change as fast as you need, so we can come in more frequently. But the rule of thumb really at the coaching stage is probably once every 2 weeks to once a month, of which we will then do report out summaries as well to show you what we did and what the next steps are in our absence.
That's great. I think that's a really nice overview of, and hopefully that gives people a bit of a picture into what happens when they sign up for a project with us. So thank you very much, Lee. That's been very useful, and we'll see you next time.